83, yes, 83 definitely, and it was like a dream come true. And 83 definitely changed the whole scenario of cricket and for the future.
Very heavy tag of that name Amarnath. You have to perform exceptionally well because otherwise the comparison comes first with your brothers, then with your father. Probably I would use a word, your public relation, how good it is. You may continue for a while, but talent will finally come to surface and rule the roost.
First question to Amarnath sir. Your father is a legendary cricketer. How the father impacted in your cricket life?
No, I think whatever we are, all thanks to him, because all his guidance, he planned our future, he was far-sighted, and he trained us in such a way that we shouldn't have any hassle as far as cricket was concerned. So whatever I have achieved, whatever I am today, all thanks to his guidance.
Do you remember the 1983 cricket moments?
83, yes, 83 definitely, and it was like a dream come true. Not only for me, but I think probably for millions of, billions of people all around the world, especially they are from Indian origin. And 83 definitely changed the whole scenario of cricket and for the future. And I was a part of the team, and I was very happy that we did something great for the country and we achieved something which was not expected for us to do that. So I think when such thing happens in life, you cherish it, you enjoy it more. It was an unexpected thing which I think people, I'm sure, didn't expect India to do that. But I think it was a magical day for me.
Then, Rajan sir, how one father free to make a play all boys instead of study?
Well, I was good in studies.
Yeah.
I was good in studies and I had a very good education. My father ensured that he saw the talent in three of us and he felt that the two elder ones were meant for cricket. And once you decide that they are going to pursue cricket as their career, and they achieved what they were supposed to achieve. So one will have to give credit to Papaji because he could foresee the three sons achieving something in life, and for Mohinderji and Surendraji it was definitely cricket, and they turned out to be the cricketers of what my father thought them to be.
I heard somewhere your father is okay if you are not study well.
Yeah, true actually, because he just trained us in such a way that we would just play the game. And he wanted us to be cricketer, full-time cricketer. And it was very rare in those days that your parents would, encourage you to play sports. And but we were given absolutely free chutti and all that. 24 hours a day we were allowed to play the game, or only cricket, not any other sport as such. And so studies, I thought maybe if you would fail 1 year, 2 years, we could still, like had an opportunity to pass in the third year. It did happen to us, both brothers in school. We did fail, it's not that we didn't, but he didn't mind that actually. And sometime we would go back home and say, because there was some fault, the roll number was not there in the list and all that. I think they made a mistake, and he would just laugh it all. He said, doesn't matter, you guys would pass. But on the field, if you would fail, that he would feel very bad, and he would not get upset or something, but he would get angry because he wanted us to perform each and every game. And that is for the good for us. He trained us in the right direction, and he planned our future beautifully.
You started your cricket career long ago, well long ago. So how was that time your cricket starting?
I think cricket, if you start, is tough for everybody. We were no exception as such. We had an advantage and disadvantage. Advantage because we came from the cricketing family. My father was an icon, but it came with a tag, with a very heavy tag of that name Amarnath. You have to perform exceptionally well because otherwise the comparison comes first with your brothers, then with your father. And if you don't do well, then people start saying, oh, he's not good enough to play cricket, despite his father being a great captain of India. Two brothers are great players of India. So there was added pressure as well as advantage.
Your comeback also is a legendary in the cricket time. Can you explain that one?
So I always felt and thought that I was good enough to be part of the team. And players, like other players would get more opportunity than me. And it's not that I was lacking in talent. Probably it was representing a different state. My name was Amarnath. It didn't go well with the people, those who were controlling the game or selecting the team. So they had probably different mindset or different thought about Amarnath brothers. So I think that made me much stronger, and that made me work harder. That like little good cricket or little score won't help. It had to be exceptionally different to the rest, and consistency has to be there all the time. So I would just take one day at a time and one game at a time, and I think that kept me going to prove people wrong.
To Origin sir, what are your current thoughts about the current Indian cricket style or cricket states?
Well, if you talk about present day cricket and compare it with the time when Mohinder was playing, there were only two formats played then, now we've got three formats. And also, since 1983, when the scenario changed and people started noticing Indian cricket and Indian players, and now with a big pool of players which India has, I think it's an opportunity for every cricketer to come and play and excel. But those who survive for a longer time will be remembered, but those who come in a flash and go out will be just remembered for a while and forgotten in the long list of players who will be playing for India as such. So I think it's a great opportunity for the youth, the Indian youths, if they have to pursue cricket. This is the right time. Only thing, you have to understand your capability. Are you good enough for 20 overs? Are you good for 50 overs? Are you good for the longest version of the game, that is test matches? If you can choose and accordingly plan your career, I think you can do very well.
Did you think any political involvement like that in selection?
See, political, I wouldn't use the word political interference as such, but yes, likes and dislikes will continue to haunt Indian cricket. Some good players may miss out, I'm not naming anybody, and some average players will get more opportunities. Probably, I would use a word, your public relation, how good it is. You may continue for a while, but talent will finally come to surface and rule the roost.